Hey everybody, just got back from TFcon and took a little break and a little nap and feeling pretty good now. I just wanted to go over some of the stuff that I got and maybe tell a couple stories and this is my TFcon recap. Getting used to this camera setup, so if I'm looking over there, I'm looking at you, looking right at you. So, let's get down to it. We came in, I don't live very far, so an hour and a half drive. We got into TFcon on Friday. Got checked into the hotel. Pretty nice hotel. We were up on the 20th floor, and maybe now I need to drink. Hey. Are you done? Cool, thanks, bro. Anyway, got to swing in and meet. I'm gonna leave this in the video because I think this is actually kind of funny. He was just chewing on a bone, happy as he could be. Are you done? Thanks. Anyway, we got in on Friday and was able to... I'm not going to step over. You don't come here for the production quality. Let's just all of us just get that out of the way. You want to not get into the hall? You want to go lay down? Go lay down. Go lay down. Those are not for you. Maybe I'll edit this a little bit. Anyway, we get in on Friday. Started hitting everybody up. You know, really anxious to finally get to meet some people in person. Go lay down. I'm recording. Go lay down. Go. Okay. See you later. He's gonna get water. Or he's gonna play with the ball. Whatever. Where was I? Yeah. So we get in on Friday, and we get set up in the room and stuff. We start hitting everybody up. It was really awesome. Once we finally got our bearings and everything, get something to eat, we went over to there's a bar like right next to the hotel that I can't remember the name of right now. Sorry. Not for that reason, just I wasn't paying that much attention. But it was walking distance from the hotel, where we got to go over and we got to go and sit with Patriot Prime and Bert the Stormtrooper, and Rodimus, and Deluxe, and I'm trying to think of the other guy's name. He's Deluxe's friend, but now I can't remember his name. Got to meet Rodimus's dad. Rodimus's dad's a great guy. I got to find his link to his tech channel, and I'll throw that down below. And also got to hang out with Engineer Hoist, who I never really had that much interaction with, but really great guy. Not that I wasn't expecting anybody to be, but he's a great dude. I'm still recovering from the chip. We'll get into that part of the story later, even though it was yesterday. So, whatever, met up over there with them, and I feel like I'm drawing a blank and that somebody else was there. I will have to go back and look, and if I'm forgetting who else was there, I greatly apologize, and now I feel like a dick. Maybe nobody else was there. I think somebody else was there. We didn't sit at the table. The table's already full, so we sat at a different table right next to everybody, and we all had something to eat. And then we headed over for pre-registration. Luckily, we got in line pretty quick. Pre-registration, that line would have foreshadowed what I was going to find out the next morning, which was a little odd, but whatever. So, we hung out with everybody. Had a bunch of great laughs, met a few people. It was really awesome. I did find two people who had Firetox shirts, and they got their free rollers. That was Rico and Sean. Thank you guys. Seriously. thank you guys. You have no idea how cool that was, for not only me, but for my daughter who was there. And she designed the logo. So her seeing other people wearing the logo she designed on t-shirts proudly, that was awesome for her, and thank you guys for that. So we went into pre-registration. We get our bands. We put our bands on. Again, we didn't have the full-blown tickets to get in on Friday. It was just the Saturday, Sunday tickets, with the early admission to the dealer room, which I'll get into that in a minute. So after that, we all just kind of hung out, you know, get to know everybody a little bit, go our separate ways, come back, go our separate ways, come back, and that was pretty cool. Met a few people, talked to loads of really awesome people, you know, just fans, like, not my fans, I mean, like, just Transformers fans, because I think Transformers community can be one of two ways. It can be, because some of y'all are toxic as fuck, like, some of y'all I'm not messing with, but, you know, then there's the other side of it. There's the side that where we all just get along and we're cool, and it doesn't matter if your G1 is the Bayverse, or if your G1 is G1, or your G1 is Beast Wars, or shit, your G1 is animated, or now, hell, Cyberverse. You know, we all have that common transforming robots love. So it was really awesome to hang out with a bunch of people and meet new people. And really, that's what I was there for. Like, I had a couple of things that I wanted to get. I didn't get any of the stuff I actually wanted to get, if I'm being honest. I don't think. Well, no. Because really the things I wanted was, I was hoping to find a pretty decent deal, even on a junker Metroplex or a junker Fort Max. And I did see some people got some pretty great deals on some Fort Maxes, and I don't know about Metroplex, but I did see there's a couple people got some really good deals on Fort Max. I did not. Nope. I kept looking around at those $600 Metroplexes and those $500 Fort Maxes and $300 Fort Max. Like, actually, I don't even think there was 300. I think $250 for like TFcon. I got the TFcon for $80, new, from a store in a box. Long after it had come out, there was just more in stock, and I got it for $80. I could never, in my right mind, ever see paying $250 for that thing. For any of them, if I'm being honest. $250 for... Everybody has their own thing. Some people love third-party stuff that, yeah, that's going to hit you $250, and it's amazing. And that's you. We're all different. We all collect different. So I didn't actually get anything on my wish list, but one of the things that I was able to do, which I'll get more into, was help Riley with some of her wish list, which she had no idea what she wanted. She just knows which character she likes. And we'll get into that, and I'll show off some of the stuff that she got before I give it back to her. So, you know, Friday night was a nice little hangout. Let's go get some drinks. Let's all hang out. This is awesome. A lot of us have never seen each other in person. Meet some people. There was loads of people selling at tables down in the lobby before the show. That was pretty cool. I mean, I didn't buy anything from anybody, but it was cool to see stuff. Not that night. I didn't buy anything that night. Again, I went to the panel that Rodimus and Bert and Patriot Prime and Deluxe and Hoist were on. Just kind of a panel about COVID and us kind of all coming together through COVID. And it's true. You know, I don't know. I would like to think that we would all still be friends had we not been locked in our houses for 2 years. And I think we would have all been friends if we had not been locked in our houses for 2 years. But I think, you know, you might not have seen as much content from people. I might have never started doing this. The designs and stuff were long before this, but who knows? Who knows what could have been? But all I know is now is I've made some pretty great friends. Some pretty awesome people that I would be honored to call my friends. And they're all great people. And I met a lot of new people that I suck with names. And so there's a few people that I really wish I could name by name. and I'd have to go back and see if like I had their name somewhere, and if I don't, I apologize. If we interacted and you ever see this video, throw a comment, be like, yo, that was me. And as I go through the story, yo, that was me. Hey, I was the guy standing next to you when you ate that chip like a dumbass that you should not have eaten. And the reason that for the remainder of this weekend and the next 2 hours, I will be known as Lukewarm Talks. Because I could not handle the fire. The fire handled me. And then there was the guy that was next to me when we did this, who he lasted way longer than I did, but his reaction towards the end was pretty scary. And I'm sure lots of you probably seen that video. He's fine. He's fine. He's a great sport. Hell, I threw him on the rollers. I was like, man, you fought the fight with me. I gave him one just as a, we didn't make the 15-minute mark, but damn it, we tried. And he was a great sport about it. And I was really glad that he was okay. I watched the video, and yes, he was being tended to, and he was after it was done, he was fine. And I don't want to downplay that chip. Watching Bert and some other people and Patriot Prime do that chip, you don't know what you're getting into. That chip smells what I imagine hell smells like. It was you could smell spice, and it was earthy, and it was dirty, and the chip is black, and it just smelled like regret. And I will never in my life ever do that again. Ever. Not for anybody. Ever. I was not prepared. And there will be no preparing. I'm never doing that again. We'll get into that when we get into Saturday night. We're not even through Friday night, but we'll get into that when we get through Saturday night. So everybody was hanging out. We had some food, into the wee hours. We got to meet Kato and his wonderful fiance, who's super, super nice. It was really nice to meet you. You'll never see this video. It was super nice to meet you, Kato. You did good, man. You did good. You know that. I don't know why I need to tell you that. I don't need to tell you that. Funny side note, Riley did say that she felt like the most mature of us was Kato. You were the most mature out of all of us. I might not disagree with that. So we go to bed, and I set alarms, and we're thinking, all right, we've got early admission at 9, and like normal Saturday passes can't get in until noon. We have so much time. It'll be fine. Let's get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. We get over to the line at 8:30. Doors open at 9. And I am thoroughly confused. Because this line weaves through the entire goddamn hotel. The layout of this hotel, we came up the escalator to go get in line and then realized, like, oh, here's the line that goes way down there around the corner. It jumps. Now it goes way down this hallway, across a sky bridge, all the way up another ballroom. When we get to the end of the line, we're right at the doors, the very last doors to this ballroom. Then they started directing people into the ballroom and snaking them like a maze. There are people walking up there like, oh, is this the end of the... Oh my God. And they look and they see inside this ballroom, and there's so many people just in this ballroom. It's completely nuts. We thought we were going to stand there forever. We literally thought we were going to stand there forever. 9 o'clock rolls around. Of course, they went looking for people who had purple wristbands. So what I didn't understand, which was kind of annoying, but okay, it wasn't that bad. Purple wristbands were those $110 tickets. I was not paying $110 tickets. Those were the people who had early. They had early access on Friday, but then I guess they also had front line Saturday. So they'd find people with their purple wristbands and escort them up to the front of the line. Okay, I get that. I thought... I didn't read all the ticket information, I'll be honest. I read the top tier ticket, and then I read the weekend pass, and the weekend pass said early admission on Saturday, and I was like, hell yeah, weekend passes. I didn't realize that the daily passes... There were 2 different versions of the daily passes. I thought the daily passes was the people getting in at noon. No. The daily passes, there was people who get in at 9 and people who get in at noon. I didn't know that. So I got there going, who are all these people? They don't have blue wristbands. Why are they in this line? Don't they not get in until noon? I was wrong. I was wrong. Now, luckily, once they opened the doors, the floodgates were open. You just go. You just go. When the line tightened up, we moved probably 30 feet. Like, when everyone finally just kind of stopped slacking around at 9 o'clock and everyone went, oh, time to be in line, it just compressed and everybody moved up. I would guess probably 20, 30 feet. It was awesome. It was just full. Let's go. We get in, and apparently somebody told me there was a map. I never saw a map. I never saw the layout. We get in, and as soon as you come in, there's Chosen Prime. There's where you buy the little Megatron figure. That $75 black legend scale Megatron that was a convention exclusive. I had no interest in buying it. What I really wanted, though, was... Where is he? This. This was the only exclusive I was after because I love Rung. Rung is one of my favorite characters in IDW. And I had been looking at this, but I hadn't pre-ordered from any of the places that I saw that you could pre-order it from for various reasons. And then they said that this was going to be one of the exclusives. And I know his transformation's stupid. He basically turns into a pogo stick. But I needed a Rung. I needed this Rung. And I'll put it up here so you can see what I mean about the... he transforms into a pogo stick with a scooter. Yeah, he really does. So I had to find ages 3 and up. Had no idea where ages 3 and up is. I start scouring the place. But luckily, that's not even the first thing I bought. So one of the things that about Riley being there was Riley has recently figured out that one of her favorite, I'm not going to say characters because she doesn't really watch the show. She's watched Transformers the movie, but he's not really in it. And she has never read any of the comic books, but just looking at the character, one of the ones that she figured out she really likes is Shockwave. So one of the things that we were going to look for is I was going to look for probably just a junker to put on her shelf, G1 Shockwave. So we are wandering around, and there is a art booth there's a bunch of these paintings that someone has done. They're paintings and prints, and he's got coasters, he's got paintings, he's got stuff in frames, he's got t-shirts, he's got all kinds of awesome stuff, cups, everything. Amazing looking artwork. And she's an artist. And one of the things that as soon as we walked up caught her eye, and I left the price tag on this because this is impressive. It was this. And the ring light. And yeah, it's going to be backwards because I'm in a front-facing cam. It says, are all dead. If you notice, this is not just a remake of the comic book cover. This is done with the figure. So, super awesome. $25. In the frame. This was a super awesome find. It was actually the very first thing that we bought at TFcon was this for Riley. So this will get hung up in her room soon. And it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Super nice guy that does the art. Would probably have bought more from him. So now that we're gonna derail a little bit here. We're gonna go into the things that Riley got from TFcon. At one, there will be links to as many of the cards that I could get. I'm going to take the websites and I'm going to put links down in the below in the description. I will try to edit things so I can be like, click here. So for that painting, click here. I don't know how to do this. We're going to try. Click here. So the next thing that we picked up, and these are amazing, and I'm literally going to go and raid her website, and I hope all of you do too. Are these little plush figures. They have moving arms because there's a way that she designs them that makes these arms. They're bean-filled butts, so they'll just sit wherever you put them. I got 2 of these. I did not get myself one, although she does have a complete Dinobot set for, I think it's $80. All 5 Dinobots. I'm ordering it. I'm ordering it actually today. I just needed to get onto her Etsy. She has 2 different websites. They'll both be below or here. Yeah. So here's her little Shockwave plush. I mean, for scale, they're not even that little. I mean, he's pretty big. And he's really awesome. And I'm all but 100% certain that she hand makes these. And they are amazing. And she had the only character I didn't see I asked about, and that was Skylynx. And she said she has thought about a Skylynx, and she wanted me to write it in her little suggestion box. And then, like an asshole, I forgot. If she ever makes a Skylynx one of these, I will pay $100 for it. I don't care. These are awesome. I also got my youngest daughter. She loves Bumblebee. Of course she does. I got her a Bumblebee. She knows to be very careful with it, but I got her one of these as a Bumblebee. They had Ravage and Laserbeak and like every Rung, all the Dinobots. They have so many. There's so many. Check out her site, please. Go to her site. Go to her Etsy. Buy out her stock. Not before I do. Please check her out if she ever sees this video. These are amazing. So as we were walking around in the artist corner this year, so anybody who was at TFcon 2019 would know that the artist corner was a separate room. It was in like a separate gallery. This time it wasn't. It was all the same place. So one of the other things that she got, again, I'm going to try to find links to put in the description. I really hope I can, is this purse. Now this is like a velvet, and these are printed. They open up. They're made really nice. They're nice and lined. So she got this. There was somebody else who was the only person that I saw selling masks, and she sold out of them right when I walked up. And she had these buttons, or they're like pins, not buttons. They had these pins, and these, again, link here. If I can find a card. If I can't find a card, I'm sorry. If anybody knows of just a listing of every vendor that was at TFcon this year, give it to me so I can go look through it. These little pins. They're metal pins. This is like it's a pin of, what are they? Like a Ouija board tile thing with this purple bee on it. And then she got this pin here. I think they're called kaiju pins. This one says kaiju pins on the back. I don't know if that's the website or not. And then this skull with mushrooms growing out of it, which is really cool. So these are some of the other stuff that she got. And there were so many amazing artists there. One of the last things that she got. Oh, and this does have a card here. So this will have a description here. Is this Shockwave sticker? The card's in it. So now this one I can do. This one, I got you. This one I can do. Oh, okay. Here's the card to, the card to the painting. You are not going to be able to read it because it's backwards, but you should have seen the link already. Link over there. I'm going to put a bunch of links. So that's the Shockwave stuff that Riley got through the course of basically all of Saturday. She didn't really get anything Sunday. So luckily I found, I ran into somebody who knew where it was, or knew the general direction, I should say, and I started going that way. I got over there. But I did run into Johnny, who is an awesome guy, and if he's got a link, I'm going to put a link down there to him too, if he's got a channel. I don't know if Johnny has a channel. Johnny, do you have a channel? So Johnny is one of our local collectors. He's a super awesome guy. He's very community driven, whether he knows it or not. He's kicked off some of our local collector community Facebook pages, and he is on top of his game. He's always letting us know if he sees anything in stores, and super great guy, willing to help anybody out. Found him over there trying to get a rung, so he was in line behind us. So I went to go buy the rung, paid cash for the rung, awesome, got a rung. Now what? Now what am I going to get? So now it was wander around. So many of you might be like this too. I wandered around forever. I looked at everything. I thought I looked at everything. I kept finding new things. I'd make a trip, come back, find something new, come back, find something new. It was weird. So I will go through some of the stuff that I bought. A lot of it is not Transformers. I bought way more non-Transformers than I bought Transformers. So first things first. Chosen Prime, when you first walked in, they had a little separated little stand that had a bunch of stuff on it. It had Masterpiece stuff on one side, Legends class stuff on the other side, but on the back side, facing the doors, was full of 52 toys Beast boxes. Some of you may have seen my other video on these. I may have gone a little bit nuts on the Beast boxes because you could not beat a $25 price tag for these. So here this is actually two different Beast boxes. Here's the bird. This is the little red bird Beast box. And in the box, so this one doesn't come with a box. It comes with a perch that you put on a box. The perch attaches here. Inside this box is arguably one of my favorite ones. It's the cutest thing. It's something I've wanted for a long time, but then it kept selling out, and the only one I could get was the blue one, and I didn't want the blue one. So here are the penguins. Little penguin bots. They're all the same. You pop them out, pull up their heads, just so they're not stuck in. You can pull out their wings, fold down their feet. I'm going to do a full review on these, but I'm just showing you this now. And they have a little tail. And then, so if you look, if it doesn't get too washed out by my ring light, let me turn this ring light down. A little bit better, maybe it's a little bit better. There's a little wheel under his chin. And you can change your eyes. So yeah, you know, I like cute shit, and I'm a grown ass man, and I don't care. And this is super cute, and I had to buy them, and they're for me. They're not for the kids. These are mine. My little robot penguins, which are super awesome. They're magnetic. They have a little tiny pin for alignment, but the pin doesn't hold shit. They're magnetic. So they just line up the pin, let them go. Come over here, line up a pin, because the corner one's a little bit tricky. Get the pins lined up. They are magnetic, they're stuck. They're not super strong magnets, but they'll hold. I still need, these boxes come with a little clear card that you fold in half and you shove in the box. And it makes these a little bit spring-loaded coming out of the box, but this doesn't need it. And close it up. Bird's perched on top. You got your penguins on the inside. I bought a ton of these. Like a ton. So, let's go through the Beast Box haul. So the Beast Box haul. None of these are in the boxes. They're all out in the keys. So, we got the green Chinese dragon, which is the same size box as those. Again, you probably saw this in the other video, but he is big, and he is beautifully green, and these are going to look awesome on the shelf. We got Teardrop, the alligator. Bloodstone, which is he's basically Godzilla in red and black. Awesome. The other, this is too damn cute too. We got Big Power, who is a panda with a panda in it. Super awesome. Where's the other boxes? Of course you saw Echo Blaster, which is the name of the bird. We got a yellow saber-toothed tiger. I think that's Torado. A Brontosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Thunderhoof. The box for the penguins is a little bit different, and the penguins are called Ice Cube. And I think I'm missing a box. They're missing a couple boxes. They might still be packed up into something. I hope I did not leave them in the hotel. That would suck. But I think I got around 10 of those. I know. But these things, if you look on places like Big Bed Toy Store and everywhere else, some of these are $40, $50 a piece. The only ones I paid more than $25 for is a set that is actually 2 Beast boxes that combine. That review is going to be awesome because they're Devastator colors. And I got to show that off. And then there's also the newest, that green dragon is was 35 instead of 25. Everything else was 25 bucks a piece. And I kept going back. I didn't buy them all at once. I kept going back. I bought 3, I think, at first. And then I went and bought a bunch more because these things are awesome. Deluxe has been steadily, through his reviews, getting me to want these. And I've told him several times to stop it, and he won't stop it. So I might have as many as he does now. I doubt it, but pretty awesome. So I got a bunch of those, the 52 Toys Beast boxes. They're super awesome. I'm going to do reviews on all this stuff. So I'm walking around, and I'm definitely one to dig through bins. I didn't see anything I wanted in the bins. That's kind of sad. Oh wait, no, I did find something I wanted in the bins, and there's a story. So I did get, and I'm so happy about this. Let me fix this transformation because I was showing somebody the joke that you'll probably get when you see who this is. Sometimes you find a robot. You find a toy from your childhood and it just hits you as soon as you see it. And you haven't thought about it in 20 years, 30 years. You haven't thought about this toy. And then you have this super vivid memory of sitting in the living room on the floor playing with this robot all the time, and you don't even remember if you had any other Transformers at the time. And so I don't know if this was the last one I had, or if this was the first one I had, or if it was just my favorite at the time. And I honestly don't remember which of those it is, but I found, for me, he's in perfect condition. Because he looks like he did when I had him when I was a kid. G1 Scattershot. To which everyone knows is famous for the dick joke. He's got a built-in dick joke. So, craziest thing, I picked this guy up. The guy wanted I think it was $5 for him. Gladly. He is as complete as the 6-shot I had when I was a kid. I never had all the parts to make him a combiner. Shit, when I was a kid, I didn't know this was a combiner. I didn't know what these ports were for. I didn't know why he had the best knee bends of any Transformer I had, or why those had ports. I didn't know. I didn't care. This thing was awesome to me. He has the little handgun. You know, his articulation was weird because he would he didn't hit you with a jab. He hit you with a hook. He was hitting you with a hook. You know, he's got this gun that, I gotta do some cleanup. You hit the button and it would pop out. You could put him in ship mode. I don't even know to this day if it has an official artillery mode, but I definitely had an artillery mode for him, and he would shoot down the whatever was flying when I was playing. I love this guy. And all these memories come flooding back when I picked him up and I had to buy him. And he was one of the first ones I bought. He was, I got rung because I had to get that before they sold out. But when I found this in that dude's bin, I had to buy it. And I'm glad I bought it. I'm gonna clean him up. I'm gonna have to see if Toy Hacks has some repro labels for him. Do him some justice. Scattershot. Super happy I found that. That's the second time that I've at TFcon found something that, like, just bang, as soon as I see it, flood of memories. And then got an awesome deal on it. 2019, I got G1 Jetfire for like $7. This year I got him for $5. It's awesome. Leads into more story time, and I know this video is going to be long. It's going to be long. I don't care. I'm just going to watch it. It's fine. Going through some more stuff that I got. So, more story time. I walk up to another booth. Guy's just got loose stuff sitting there. So, I look through his loose stuff. And I finally get Whirl. $15. He's not broken. No accessories, but he's not broken. So I have I think it's the Thrilling 30s Whirl. Couldn't be happier. While I was looking at it, for $12, next to it was Roadbuster with only one weapon. Gets into another story. So here's Roadbuster. Bought Roadbuster for $12. He is obviously used, he's obviously played with, and he's worth $12 to me. Toys are worth what you're willing to pay for them. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you shouldn't have paid that, it's not worth it. Did it make you happy when you bought it? Then it was worth it. So I'm still doing the thing where I'm looking at the camera. Hey. Go away. Thanks. Hey, Roadbuster. 4 hours later, I'm down and I'm doing the rounds again. And I walk past, let's get towards the end of the day on Saturday, and I walk past this one guy who makes some pretty cool stuff. I don't think it's 3D printed, but he designs it and then they make it, and he's got a Grimlock throne that's awesome. You probably know exactly what I'm talking about. On his table, he had a Roadbuster in the box. Brand new, in the box. And I looked at the price tag and I said, no. I said, hey, is that the actual price? And he said, yeah, I don't want to take it home. That is a complete in the box. I think it's even, yeah, it's still sealed, I think. Is it still sealed? Yeah, it's still sealed. Complete in the box Roadbuster, and I got this one for $10. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So I don't know what to do with the other Roadbuster, because now I've got one that's got all the parts, and I've got one that doesn't, and I'm thinking maybe I might try doing a custom on something, because that vehicle mode is pretty neat looking and could be anybody. And, you know, since Roadbuster is one of the weird figures, him and Whirl are one of those, like, they weren't even, if you don't know this, I know something. I don't remember where I learned it, though. Whirl and Roadbuster were from a completely different toy line. They didn't come from Takara. They came from a different toy line. It's two different toy lines, I think. Has two different things. So that's why they look so much different. That's why, like, they don't have Transformer-looking heads. They've got mech-looking heads. They look like vehicles that do something with someone driving them. They don't look like a robot who's got his own mind. That's why. Because that's what they were in a different toy line. I'm pretty sure Roadbuster was a mech, too. He might have been a robot, but he wasn't a sentient robot. Roadbuster, I don't even know what he actually was, if I'm being honest. And Whirl either. I'm pretty sure. And Whirl has a Gerwalk mode, and you know damn well that Transformers don't generally have Gerwalk modes unless it's because they came from a different show in Japan and they love having Gerwalk modes. I love having Gerwalk modes. I love that you can put Jetfire in a Gerwalk mode, and Whirl, if you slide his legs back and you turn his legs around, he has a Gerwalk mode. And they did this as a throwback on the Thrilling 30s one so that we could have a Gerwalk mode. The only reason for this hinge is to do this Gerwalk mode. Thank you, Hasbro. That was nice. So, I did also, I was actually given this. I was looking at, there was a musician there, which I will, if I can find the link, I will put it below, and I'm sorry. They had a lot of really awesome, like, official licensed cover music. Transformers the movie, The Crow, a bunch of other stuff. It was really cool. And he had a bin of stuff that they said was like GoBot stuff. He had a bin of like, you know, broken Transformers need love too. And if anybody's going to buy broken Transformers, it's me. So I went and I looked in the thing below, and I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, what the hell is this? And he says, nobody can figure out what that is. If you want it, take it. So he gives me this. It's a little pair of binoculars. They work. I mean, as well as they're going to work. They work. It does transform. Take this little thing off the back. Slide these down. Roll that. Do that. And he's a dude. He's goofy, but he's a dude. His name escapes me at the moment, but I found him on eBay for $90 in a box. Normally, he would have hands. This would be his gun. He'd put the gun in his hand. He had a sticker on him, but the first time I opened him up, the sticker flew off, and I'm like, I don't care that much. He does have some. He's seen better days. This chrome piece right here is missing. I might even try to remake it because it's a simple shape. There's something I don't understand this about the legs. I don't know why there's a hinge here. Why does he have a hinge? Why does this robot do that? I don't know. But yeah, the dude gave it to me, and that's awesome, and I'm gonna keep it. I have a section with some. I have a box that's got some pretty old stuff that's in not the best shape. This is in not the best shape, so it'll probably go in that box. But really cool. What else? Oh. So anybody who knows me knows that I've been trying to get I don't have a Preceptor. I don't have a single Preceptor in that entire collection, including anything that's boxed up anywhere else. None of these shelves have a Preceptor. And I've always wanted the Titan Turner Preceptor, and in 2019 somebody had it for sale, and it wasn't even a bad price, but it was still like, that's a $20 robot and you want like $40 for it, and I didn't buy it. And then I realized how expensive he can be. And I was like, shit, I should have bought the $40 one. And I went back and it was gone. Because of course it was. And I still haven't pulled the trigger on buying one. And occasionally one will pop up and then it sells out. And the third party ones, every time I go to look, they're sold out. And I really like, I like all the versions of Preceptor. They just look good. So, again, I'm looking through some stuff. And this wrapped in a bag with a price tag on it is the Titans Returns Preceptor, the Headmaster. $30. Now, earlier, I saw him in the box for $70. And there's no way in hell I am paying $70 for a figure. For one like this, a figure like this. I'm not doing it. Mainline figures, I refuse to pay huge markups on. I'm sorry. So then I go and I find Preceptor wrapped in a bag. He's got his gun. His head's on him. $30. Snatched him up. $30, $40. I don't know, but I bought it. I said, hell with it. I bought it. Later that night, I get it upstairs and I start messing with it. And I couldn't remember. It didn't have the book. I will always try to do a transformation beforehand. And if I can't do it, then I'll go look it up. So I go and I look it up and I notice something weird about all the pictures I'm looking at. And all the pictures I'm looking at He has black shoulders. Well, this doesn't have black shoulders. He's got red shoulders. And I'm thinking, is there a different one? So I go look it up. Sure enough, this is not the Titan Returns Preceptor that was in the Titans Returns line. This is the Takara Legend series, basically Titans Returns Preceptor, with has two differences, maybe three. The differences being this piece right here, is red instead of black, and originally he came with a mini con that was like a little, it's like a gun. I don't care. So not only did I find Preceptor for way less than I thought I was going to find him for, I found the Takara version. And this makes me super happy. Even with the 86 series one coming out, I don't care. I finally have a Preceptor. The G1 Preceptor was one of my favorites. It's up there. It's on the same line with Skylinks and Six Shot, or Scattershot, sorry. But I have a lot of fond memories of Preceptor. It was cool playing with the little, trying to look at things through the little microscope and stuff. I finally have a Preceptor, and I'm happy. And he's cool. And that is the tightest head. That joint on that neck is so tight that the first time I took his head off, the mini head stayed in it and scared the shit out of me. I thought I broke it. So I transformed him the other night, and now he's going in robot mode in the case, and he's not coming out. Let's see. Oh. So, Rico Red Star. You, sir, are an awesome man. I hope I said your name right. If I didn't say your name right, yell at me. Thought it was Rico Red Star. So, Rico, I know that part's right. When I saw him earlier, he also had one of the shirts, so he's got a limited roller. You can't be in the video. He had said he had brought a box of stuff from his attic, and he was trying to offload some of it. And I said I'd take a look, and I was lucky enough to meet up with him and take a look at some stuff. And a couple things happened. At first, I was like, I just don't really collect those. So, but thank you for letting me take a look, of course. And then later on, I went looking again, because I do that. And I had to get this. I had to. It's something about this screams to me. But it's the Transmetal 2 different variant colored version of Dinobot 2. And he has a waggy tail that I found out later that night. I didn't even realize it at the time. But like, I like the way this looks, and so it's gonna go in the shelf with the rest of my Dinobots and stuff. And I just like the way it looks. Funny story. I didn't have a 10. He wanted $10 for this, and I didn't have a 10. And I said, "Is everything else 10 too?" And he said, "Yeah, pretty much 10." I was like, "Okay." And so I'm looking, and I'm like, I just didn't have another 10. All I had was a 20. I'll just get 2 bots, right? And everyone had been looking at Scorponok. It was like a black Scorponok. Not big Scorponok, but Beast Wars Scorponok. Everybody had been looking at Scorponok. I was like, I'll buy that. I'll get Scorponok. I'm looking at it, and it has this really funny little thing in the back, and the scorpion tail juts forward and does this, does this. I started just doing that at people. And one of the people who was looking at it comes back, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I got the money for the Scorponok." And Rico's got to kind of point, and he just bought it. Sorry, dude. And I felt really bad. Because to me, this Scorponok was changed for a 20. This guy, he had to go run and he had asked his mom for $10. I call him a guy. He wasn't like a little kid, but he had to go run and ask his mom for some money. And we've all been there, and we've all been at like a flea market or a swap meet or something, and you go run to get money off your mom or your dad, and then you come back, it's gone. And that sinking like, oh, if I'd only been faster feeling. Luckily he was standing over right, like, I don't know, 10 feet away. So I walked over to him. I think he was telling his mom that the thing was gone. And I said, look, man, you wanted this, right? Like, but you just had to go get money. Yeah. And his mom was really nice. She's like, no guilt. You know, that happens. I was like, no, you don't understand. I don't really even want it. I mean, I'd take it, but you really wanted it. Give me the 10 you were going to give him and call it even. So he gave me the $10 and I gave him the figure. Super nice kid. His mom was super nice. That's the community that I'm talking about. That's the and I know that was something I did, but no, what I'm talking about is like, I hope other people would have done the same thing. I know not everybody would have, and I know we're at a convention where, yeah, there's people there who are there to resell. It's obvious. But if you're there trying to add to your collection, trying to build your collection and get some awesome stuff and just kind of celebrate Transformers, I hope anybody else would have done the same. I hope anybody watching me right now would have done the same, that they would have said, oh shit, I didn't even really want this. Here you go, dude. Give me that 10 and then I'm pretty sure I gave that 10 back to Rico and bought something else. Did I? I think I did. I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. Because then I got shrapnel and reflector. So it worked out. I've always wanted that reflector. And I don't have any of the newer Insecticons. I just have G1 Insecticons. So I was like, okay, that works. It all worked out in the end. I want to rewind back and go back to Artist Alley, right? So Artist Alley, there was some amazing artwork done by some amazing artists, and I hope I got enough cards that I can put links in the description below and that you guys will go check them out. But this, and it got messed up getting it home. I'm hoping I can fix it, and I need a frame. I have got to show you this. This, I dead stopped in my tracks and had to buy this. Yes, I have the card, and their Instagram and their Twitter are down here. And it's a little wrinkled, I know, and it sucks, because, I mean, I paid good money for it, but anyone who is an anime fan who has seen Akira will recognize this pose immediately. And this is beautiful, beautiful artwork. This is amazing. I was almost going to buy it wasn't quite a poster, but he had kind of a thing printed on something else that was hanging behind him, and I was almost just going to buy his damn backdrop. This one did well. I need to see if he has a store, and I might actually see if I can't get an even bigger one, like a movie poster size print of this in a frame. And dude, I will pay you if you watch this. I think I need a bigger one of these. I need a movie poster size one of these, because that is awesome. You've got, it's Akira, but it's Hot Rod riding Wreck-Gar on Metroplex. If you don't notice, they're on Metroplex. That is awesome. Amazing, amazing artists. And stuff that was super amazing, and I wish I could have bought it. And if I find her Instagram, I'm putting it in here, but and I think I found it earlier today. These amazing Soundwave and Blaster, like backpack purse things. They're made out of faux leather. It looked like they were, I don't know if they were hand sewn or what. I do a little bit of leather work. It was really good quality. Some of it's all printed and dyed, and there's a see-through cutout in it. And if I had a purse, that would have been my purse. They were amazing. She had lots of other stuff that was super awesome. So if I can find her thing, I found it earlier today looking for something else. So if I can find her, I'm going to put her link in here. I didn't buy anything from her, but it's going in here. It's going in the description. So getting this video all buttoned up is going to take me a while. And I know we're almost at an hour. So, okay. That's Saturday. Sunday. Wait, no. That's not even Saturday. Crap. That's most of Saturday. A lot of you saw what happened on Saturday night. Backstory here. This is why some of this is even more awful than you think it is. Me and Riley go down to the hotel bar for dinner. I ordered a pizza. Not a slice of pizza. A pizza. They're not huge pizzas and they're thin, but it's a pizza. And pretzels with beer cheese. And she got a burger. And we had sodas. And we're eating dinner. When I get the message, it's chip time. I'm on a full stomach. I'm full stomach. I ate 2/3 of that pizza. Riley had one slice of it. There was 2 slices left. 2/3 of a pizza. Again, we're not talking a Papa John's extra large. We're talking a minor little fake pizza. Okay. Really thought this was going to happen later in the night. That's why I was eating. Didn't realize it was happening right then. So we finish up and we go do the 1 chip challenge with everyone. If you want to see the video on that, I don't know if Bert is going to post his. Patriot Prime has it. I'll put a link in the description below, or there'll be a link here. The 1 chip challenge is awful, and I will never do that to myself ever again. I don't care how funny it is in the aftermath or going back. I've watched the video 2 or 3 times now, and it's funny. But realizing that in Patriot Prime's video, I am dead center camera view, and my suffering is just there for all to see. Backstory, more backstory, things that were happening that you can't tell from the video is, so, yes, I know, I ate it like a lizard. The point was being I was trying not to touch it because I knew I was going to touch my face. I know I'm bad about that. I knew I was going to touch my face. So I was holding the chip with the wrapper, and I tilted back to get it, just kind of, just get it in my mouth, right? Yeah, jokes aside. I get it down, but then my throat slams shut. It's like, you're not swallowing that. So I'm chewing and chewing and chewing, and Patriot Prime looks up at me and is like, I can't swallow it. He's like, you have to swallow it. You got to choke it down. Like it's going to be worse. Just choke it down. So when you see everybody else who they just chewed and swallowed it, most of them had completely finished their chips, and I was still struggling to get it down. So that, it sat in my mouth for a long time. In the grand scheme of things, not. But when that clock starts ticking in your head, it was a long time. Immediately, hottest thing I've ever had in my life. I saw the video. I'm looking around at stuff. I don't know what I was looking at. I think I was just, something distract me. It was just panic. It's what it was. It was like I went into full panic. I admit it. I never had something that spicy. Then, and Riley was standing next to me in the video, and she's messing with me. She's got a little cup of ice. She's like, you want some ice? I'm like, no, got it. Then I gag. You can see it in the video. You can tell something all of a sudden just like, I'm done. I gagged. My first thought was, I'm about to throw up all over Bert and Patriot Prime, who are sitting right in front of me. I'm about to just puke on everybody. And I am dead center of that camera. The embarrassment part not being what it is, I was more worried about getting us thrown out of the hotel. I gotta puke, I'll puke. I get migraines. I puke all the time. I was worried about getting us kicked out of the hotel. So as soon as I gagged, I grabbed her cup of ice and I just started downing it. Once the ice was gone, what you don't see is, then I ran to the bathroom. So I run into the bathroom and I run to the sink in the bathroom, in the men's room. And I fill up the thing with water. And I swish, 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 spit. Swish, 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 spit. Little sip. There's a stall, open stall behind me. And I turn around and I go in there and I'm swish, 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 spit. And I'm like, oh my God, it's coming. And I think I'm going to puke. And there is more piss on that toilet than there is toilet. So this was not going to be a fun experience. The bathroom at that hotel had been disrespected. Like, now, given we were not the only ones in the hotel, there was a football game. At one point, I'm sort of cognizant of the fact that it's a 2-stall bathroom. There's someone in the next stall who's having to hear this, of me going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He comes out of the stall at one point, and this guy's, "Are you okay, man?" And I'm like, one chip challenge. And he's like, "Oh, hell no." And he left. In the video, you hear somebody yelling, "Did someone leave rings in the bathroom?" And I feel bad because I think that guy was like, "I am getting the hell out of here," listening to me go back and forth and gag a little and then spitting and swishing and spitting and me huffing and puffing because I was dying. I think he tried to get out of there so fast he left his rings in the bathroom, and I feel bad. That was my fault. Once I got things under control, which to me I was in there for an hour. According to the video, I was there for like 3 minutes. I come back out. You can hear it when Kato and Deluxe are like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "No. Your turn?" "Nope, didn't think so." And then things got a little bit more serious, as you can tell in the video, which he is fine. We were all laughing and joking, and there was some camaraderie, some mutual respect. I gave him one of the limited rollers that I'd made, just simply as a we went through it together, buddy. Like he lasted longer than I did. I had tapped out. I was the second person to tap out. I wasn't the first. I wasn't the first. I was the second. So yeah, I tapped out. I tapped way the hell out, and that was awful. And a couple people have said something to me about being called lukewarm talks from now. Okay, so I did that. Nobody's making fun of me in like a mean way. What happened? I came back and I was standing behind Bert, and Bert had said something, and I not barely being able to talk because I'm having trouble even breathing at this point. Not bad, but just like, oh, it's awful. As I said, I think of lukewarm talks now. That's where that came from. I said it. So that was awful, and I'll never do that again. Thankfully, I did not throw up at all that evening. And you know what? It wasn't even as bad as you might think the next day. We'll just leave it at that. It wasn't even that bad. I mean, it was kind of bad. But it wasn't what I thought was going to happen. End of sentence. So, dealer room day 2. Sunday. We get up, and somehow I thought that us getting up at like 8:30, and getting into the dealer room at 9, we would have time to or at 10, sorry, get kind of going. Things did not go as planned. Check out of that hotel's 11 o'clock, and I thought I'd be able to get one of those big carts you can get at any friggin' hotel, but apparently they're all under lock and key by the really nice gentleman who expects a tip after he takes your stuff to your room, which I tipped him the first time, but I just need the cart to get stuff out of the car. I was trying to get everything out. Realized we weren't going to do that, so we went and got in line to go into the dealer room. Went into the dealer room. We looked around. I saw some stuff that looked like it had been marked down a little bit. Not much. Really nice guy from TF Source tried to make me a deal on the Mercenary Sound Blaster with the different paint on the front. He came down to 70 instead of 80. I refused to pay things like that for stuff that was on Hasbro Pulse for $50, so I didn't buy it. But I did. There's something that I've always wanted to look at. Start kind of. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I did want to look at these a little bit. So I did get some Legends scale figures. Luckily, when I was loading over there, Deluxe and Kato were sitting there, and I said, "Yo, I'm looking at these ones right here because they're like entry level price, $40 to $50, $35 to $50, something like that." So I got some Legends scale. This is the MechFan Toys City Commander version 2.0. I love this thing. The transformation's kind of wonky to me. It seems weird, and I so wish that they could have somehow made, it's funny when you look at the back of the trucks there, and that is the front of the pickup truck. I so wish it had the little bot too, and this was still the mech suit like a G1. That would have been awesome. It's not. It all transforms together, kind of like some of the other newer Ultra Magnuses that I don't even have. I love this little dude though. He's cool, and he's gonna scale really well with the Titans, and that was kind of the point. Then I got Who made this thing? Vecma Studio. Fight Super Mech Life versus Head Warrior. This is the Headmaster Optimus Prime alligator. I've already had him out. He's really cool too. These are a little bit bigger than your normal Legend scale tiny ones, but I don't have any other Legend scale, so I don't care. So I got that. I'll review everything at some point. And then I got the Mech Fan Toys Shadow Samurai, which is 6-shot, colored in black and red. And I had to have that. That looked cool as hell. And I think I got the last one. I've taken him out a little bit, but I haven't messed with him much. When I review it, I'll tell the story of why I needed a 6-shot. So then we sat and we hung out, and it was really awesome, and it was also kind of sad to leave. It had been a really awesome weekend. Got to meet some of these great people that I never met in real life. You know, we've been internet friends. We might chat on Facebook or, you know, whatever, or we get on our little live streams. But I've never met any of these people in real life, and some of us come from so far away that it might not ever happen, you know. It might not have ever happened, except for this. And it was really awesome to get to sit and hang out with everybody and just kind of decompress at the end and, you know, laugh about lukewarm talks and some of the other crazy things and some of the people in that hotel, not fans, but just people who started showing up in that hotel who, whatever, dude, you know? It was awesome. I got to meet some amazing people this weekend, and I did sell a few things. So the Etsy store will be back up once I print some new stock. I will put up what's left of the TFcon rollers. Normal roller price. They're going to be $10 in shipping. The gold does have a little bit of stringing to it that you can fix. I'm not going to fix them. I'm just going to put them up for sale and I'll sell them to you. If you want one of the limited ones, I will never print them again, and I will not release those files. No one will ever be able to make fake ones. I know that doesn't mean anything. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it was really awesome and a humbling experience to hang out with everybody. I don't know if humbling is the right word. It was just awesome to meet these guys that I've been talking to for the last couple of years. It was cool. It was really cool. And I agree with Riley. Kate is the most mature of us. The one last thing that I did get, and I wanted to save this for the end of this video, is, I may have said this before, but I don't know if I actually told anybody this, and you're going to get to see the goofy shorts that I'm wearing, that are, yeah, they're cut off, so I don't care. One of the really cool things that I was able to get right before TFcon was Beast Wars Optimus Primal, one of the reissues from Walmart. And I got to catch Gary right after a panel, so the line wasn't super long anymore. And I got to talk to Gary for a couple of minutes. I told him how I felt about the whole thing, about, oh no, the box got fucked up, whatever. That I think he should have been the voice of Optimus Primal in the new movie. He agrees. Yeah, he agrees. But then he signed my reissue Optimus Primal, which unfortunately the plastic has cracked in the ride home, which I do not collect for value. I do not collect for resell. I do not, none of that. I collect for myself, and to have Gary sign this, knowing this will be probably one of the only figures that I will not open, even though he's cracked. It's not that I won't open him because of that. It's just this is how I want to display this. And so he signed it, and he was super nice, very friendly, and it was really nice to shake his hand and thank him for everything. And you know what? I kind of hope he sees this video too. He won't. I tagged him on Instagram. He didn't even like the picture. But it was really awesome. And the ride home was easy. The ride home was quiet. A little bit of music in the background, but it was pretty chill and relaxed. It was a nice way to end the weekend and come home to the rest of the family. Yeah. I hope we get to do this again next year. I hope there isn't another worldwide clusterfuck that keeps us from getting back together. I hope it's actually even sooner than that. I'm hoping that maybe something will bring everybody back together again sooner than that. Even if it's just, hey, let's just do our own thing and everybody go do something. I don't know. Everybody's have their own lives, and I get that. Not everybody can walk away from them. I know I can't. There's reasons why you don't see me on live streams after or before 9 o'clock usually. There's reasons why I didn't start recording this video until 10 p.m. tonight. You know, we all have things that we need to take care of. We all have our own lives to live. It sucks that we're not closer. But we are close because we've got this. We've got video. We've got messenger chats and Instagram and all those things. So it'll be awesome. It's going to continue to be awesome. I did see several things that gave me some really great ideas. I did get to talk to Sean from Commandroids and see some of the book. It's going to be awesome. I can't give any details or anything like that, but it's going to be pretty awesome. I did get to see some of the book, and it's going to be cool. I did get several ideas for things over the weekend to maybe kind of get the juices flowing. I know I've been slowing down on stuff, but with TFcon coming up and all kinds of other stuff and trying to get the Etsy store up and running and stuff, it's not given me as much time to even. I haven't been really doing videos. I haven't really been designing anything. It'll be nice to sit down and focus a little bit more again soon, hopefully. It doesn't help that work's been pretty hectic too. Hopefully all that'll calm down and soon. Different sides will get worse towards the end of the year, but the way it is. But, you know, thank you all for, if you sat here for the whole thing, thank you for sitting with me for the last hour and 15 minutes, just telling you the story of my weekend. And if you're here and you're not subscribed, I'm shocked. Hit the button. I need subscribers so that I can unlock features within YouTube. Because Bert couldn't tag me in a photo earlier because of stupid YouTube. I have to have 1,000 subs, I guess, to have tags. I also have no community chat, no community panel, whatever. It would be nice if I could hit 1,000. I'm not putting a timeline on it. Just would be nice. I'm going to try to get out more videos. I'm definitely going to put out videos on a bunch of this stuff, if not all of it. Probably my standard 8 to 15 minute videos. I'd like to start getting more regular videos out. Kind of, maybe not as many as I was doing during Beast Wars month. I think at one point I had like 4 come out in a week twice, so like 8 came out in 2 weeks. I'm not gonna push that hard. At least one. I'd like to get down to at least once a week, get new videos out there, and hopefully put my own flair on them enough so people keep coming back. You know, that's the goal. Yeah, I'm dropping stuff. So look out for more from me, and I hope all of you had a great weekend. Any of you that was at TFcon, if I got to meet you, it was awesome to meet you. If I didn't get to meet you, if I missed you, I'm sorry. We'll try again next time. Yeah. So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. YouTube. And you guys have an awesome night.